Uh, I've gone live. So where's this? Guess you guys remember. Okay. Hi, KLCP. Please keep on watching because right now we are getting our setup done before we go live. Who's another, the one who is leaving? Who's that? Oh, species. Okay. The guest today we will be having is Mr. Anand Basode from India. He is a highly accomplished person. I'm sure if you stay with us till the end, you will be motivated to do something great in life. So meantime, I'm trying to connect with the guest speaker. Okay, finally we are here now.
Yes, yes,
Am-
finally we are there.
oh, okay, so let us first set up everything. Meantime, people will be joining live. We have right now 3 people watching us live. So, are you
Yes,
hearing my voice properly?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay, great. And okay, so how was your day?
Yeah, it was nice. I was waiting for this time and I'm happy now because yesterday we tried and we failed again. So I was waiting for this day. This is my
Yeah,
first live in
it has
Bhutan
been like 3 days
and
now.
for Bhutan actually. And
Okay.
yes, I'm excited, I'm happy and good to see you.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine. Actually, I have been trying to connect with you since the third day, right? It's third day. So, but then somehow, due to technical glitches, and you were very busy setting another record. So we'll talk about that as we go on. Okay, I think we should start now. We have already
Yes, yes.
4 people, and people are joining us. So yeah, so let before we start this program, I would like to briefly touch upon the motives behind it. This initiative of connecting very successful personalities from all around the world is to inspire and motivate people to dream big and do something great in their life. So to start this program, I have today a very special guest from Mumbai, India. His name is Mr. Anand Basode. As you can see, we are both online right now. And to briefly talk about him, he is one person who is highly accomplished, I would say, because he has set the world record one after another. And he is not just a Mount Everest climber, but also motivational speaker, then the author of award-winning, 5 award-winning books, and he has been traveling all around the world giving speeches, and he's UN youth advocate. Basically, he focuses on sustainable development goals and gender equality, and he's also PhD student right now. So, in a nutshell, he's a complete
Yeah.
package to whom we can rely on for motivation and learn something great in life. So, Mr. Anand, if I have missed out anything, would you like to add on it?
Thank you very much, brother. You have said enough, but there are few points like except than this achievement, I have known for dream big because if you set a goal higher and you put your all the efforts to achieve that, you can achieve anything in life. Like mountaineering, some educational stuff, writing a books, and all other stuffs. So there is no limit for achievement if one set their mind on something. So that's it. That's
Mhm.
what I want to share.
Wow, that was a great note to start this program with. So let us start our show now. So I would like to firstly uh, talk about the Everest climb. You have set the record over there. Uh, from the research I have done, it dawned on me that you climbed the Mount Everest, and on the summit of it, you set the record by singing your national anthem with the guitar. So at that
Mhm.
moment, what kind of feelings you went
Mhm.
through? Like, describe it. I can't imagine, like, if I had achieved such feast, I would be like in different world.
Oh yeah, wow. Technically, I didn't play national anthem on top of summit. I played it on Camp 2 because technically it is like around -30, -40, -50 degrees Celsius. So we can't play any instrument there with open hand. So I played it on Camp 2
Okay.
national anthem, and that is a world record now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was really proud moment for me and my nation also, and I was so happy that I have done something for my country, for my nation, and it was really nice because belongs to very humble background, very poor background, and I started everything with lack of resources. I in my
Uh-huh.
childhood I struggle a lot to get daily things like my
Mhm.
father used to work as a mechanic, and but he barely he was trying to feed our family, but still
Uh-huh.
uh, like there is a lot of lacking in my family, but my mother
Uh-huh.
who supported me for dream big, and I used to face a lot of insults. I used to face
Uh-huh.
a lot of discrimination because I was not educationally good. I had a speaking disorder. I belongs to very poor
Uh-huh.
background, so
Uh-huh.
in I used to think in my loneliness that I should reach such height that no one would come to insult me. So
Mhm.
that thought and that thinking got me on the top of the world. So these all pain, these all setbacks, these all insults made me who I am today, and that made me to reach on a
Mhm.
top of the world. So it was mixture of all the feelings, sadness, happiness, and a mixture of feeling and emotions, emotional moment
Uh-huh.
for me. So yeah, it was a
Okay.
totally mixture of feeling.
Yeah, obviously everyone would have been felt very happy to be on the top of Mount Everest. So it's said that you, beside climbing Mount Everest, you have also climbed four highest mountains in four different continents. Uh,
Yes.
so the idea of climbing the mountains, and setting the record, when did you conceive this idea?
Early in the childhood, because as I feel that nature gives us opportunity to set a goal for your lifetime early in the childhood. As the
Uh-huh.
Alchemist book, which is one of my favorite book, the Alchemist always the Alchemist book says that like like everyone know their ultimate goal early in the childhood, but while going further in their life, they just stuck with reality of life. There is some
Mhm.
people always say us, be practical, be practical with your
Mhm.
life. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't achieve something. you can do this because you have to feed your family, you have to get married, you have will have to kids, and you have to work for your family. So everyone was like always stuck with their daily means, and they want to try to achieve their uh, basic things of their life. But for
Uh-huh.
me, I just I just dreamed big in my childhood, and I just started working for it. I never gave any attention to the reality of life because belonging from a very poor background, one would have
Uh-huh.
done any small work to feed their family. But I didn't do that. I was
Uh-huh.
like totally uh, totally crazy for my dream to climbing a top mountain in each continent. And I started a world peace 7 summit expedition to climb 7 top mountain in 7 continents. So till
Uh-huh.
the date I have climbed 4 top mountain in 4 continents: Asia, Africa, Europe, and Australia. So
Uh-huh.
these are all climbing a mountain. It's not about I proud thing that I have reached highest height of every mountain. It is not about climbing a external height. It is all
Uh-huh.
about climbing your inner height. Because if you climb your inner height, no one would stop you. And that's the same potential, the same energy I applied in each field: my research field, my writing field, my my coaching field. And I started giving everything, whatever I have, I started giving to the society, and that made me what I am today. Because it is not about only your personal achievement, it is all about like what you how you serve to others, how
Uh-huh.
you support other people
Exactly.
to reach on their peak. Because I always praise Bhutan a lot, because your GDP is based on a happiness index, and every
Yeah.
country on the planet that respect that thing, and they should feel that Bhutan is an ideal country. Because life is
Uh-huh.
totally based on happiness, and happiness comes after a giving. So that's my life philosophy actually. Like whatever I have achieved till the date by climbing a top mountain in 4 continents, I always try to give it to others, and that makes me more happy. Sorry, sharing. I'm giving
Well,
a lot of
that
explanation through the small question, but we should do that because I wanna give
yeah,
a
exactly.
lot of things to the our friends. Like a lot of people are watching here, but
Mhm.
I feel that they will be benefited by our communication.
Exactly, exactly. The very beautiful point that struck me is that you said no matter how highest mountain you climb, you should try to conquer the inner self. You should be
Yeah.
down to earth. That was very powerful point because oftentimes what happens is once the person start achieving something great in his life, then they started to fly over the air. You see, uh, so their ego says and they are not down. They most of them forget to stay to be down to earth person. But your case is very different. You sound very humble, very helpful, and very down to earth person. So, Mr. Anand, are you still with me? Dear viewers, we are very sorry. I think I lost the connection with the speaker. As soon as he joins back, we'll let you know. Hello. So when he figure out to ways to join back, I would like to briefly talk about the speaker. We met in during our youth conference in Sri Lanka, Colombo, and there he gave a motivational talk over there. So we came to know in Sri Lanka. Ever since we have been in touch and trying to inspire each other through our social works and other ventures. So he's asking me to add him back. So meantime, please um, keep joining with us.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I wasn't sure
doesn't.
what happened, but I'm live again.
No, it happens. This technology is very unpredictable.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was saying you are very down to earth person, and we can see through your smiles and humbleness. So that was really inspiring talk. And the next that I would like to ask you about is, it said that the fatality rate in Mount Everest is anywhere between like 4 to 6%. So as of now, like 5,000 Mount people have conquered the
Mountaineer.
Mount Everest. Yeah,
Hmm.
of which 300 have died. So
Yes.
for layperson like us, for ordinary people like us, the very fact of that, if you climb the mountain, there is a possibility of dying, would put us down to knee and never dream about conquering, taking that much risk. So, how did you overcome the fear?
It is like we can't conquer the fear. Buddha says you can just observe the fear.
Uh,
You cannot conquer the
uh-huh.
fear because fear is a part of life. You have to
Yeah.
understand that first, because you cannot
Mm-hmm.
just say, like, no one can say that I have conquered the fear and I can do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to know the fear, and you need to know the strategy to how should I overcome that specific fear. Like someone has a fear of height, someone
Mm-hmm.
has a fear of achieving their goal, or someone have fear of going in a dark, someone
Mm-hmm.
fear of death, fear of public speaking, fear of being alone.
Exactly.
So these are all type of fears, and all type of fear are totally different. If
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
something, I have fear
Mm-hmm.
about maybe losing my family or going away from
Mm-hmm.
my family. So we have to
With the
live with
fear.
our fears, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to uh, we need to try to live with that fear by
Mm-hmm.
just not all of that fear apart. We have to focus our positive part side of that fear, and what we can accomplish if we overcome a specific fear. Like I always talk in my seminars, like if you don't have fear of fire, and
Mm-hmm.
your house or your office got fire, and then you don't fear of
Mm-hmm.
fire, and then what if you just sit in office, you get burned and you die. So you need a fear, like if you are like a positive person and you can't do something about that that fire. My
Mm-hmm.
opinion is you do not need to get away from fear. You need to have a positive action for that specific fear. So for Everest, I did have a positive action for my fear. I work a lot on my fears because of childhood some incident. I had a lot of fear, and I followed a vipassana technique of
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism. I used to do a lot of meditation early in the days, and still I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
And that makes me to observe my fear and get away from it. So
Mm-hmm. Hello. Yeah. So you said that we should live with fear, but then we should also try to figure out how to overcome it. So we cannot conquer the fear. That was a very powerful insight. And in fact, the very common thing that people abstain from taking, doing big things in their life is fear of failing, like fear of cynicism, like societal cynicism, and there are a lot of things. So that was really a powerful insight. And now, as you briefly touch upon the preparation for the Mount Everest climb, I would like to ask you, uh, what kind of preparation did you go through it? Like there's a saying that if you sweat in training, you'll bleed less in the war. So like to overcome all the risks and to make it to mountain safely, I'm very obvious that you must have undergone vigorous training. So please take us through the kind of training you went for the mountain preparation, Mount Everest climb preparation.
Okay. Yeah, really a nice question, but it will take like 2 hours to explain what I have done in considering preparation for
Ex-
Everest. But I have done a
Maybe you
basic
can
and
touch
advanced
upon the
mountaineering
very
courses in
important.
any mountain. You have to go for a technical training in Darjeeling or in Bali or in Pahalgam. So I have done that basic and advanced mountaineering courses in 2006 to 2010, and I have done a few mountaineering expeditions around 6,000 meter, 5,000 meter. I have done a lot of training. I used to train myself like at least 2.5 hours every day, and I used to hike every week for a 6 to 7 hours. And after 6 years of training, 6 years of courses, 6 years of getting all the technical knowledge, I have done Everest expedition in 2012. So it taught me that no success will come easily. You have to
Yeah.
work hard for each and every success. And because of this success, I have a patience. Patience is one of the power, and I kept patience for 6 years. Field, my
Yeah.
entrepreneurship skill, my coaching field. I have a skill, and I can wait for like a 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, maybe 10 years. And that
Wow.
training for Everest taught me like we need to be patient, and we need to set a long term and work every day for it, because a lot of people they just try to do some work today, and they just want their result after like a 5 days, or maybe next month, or maybe after 4 months. But they just fail to set a long term goal like a 5 year, 6 year. And that's why most of the people give up their goal in a short period like a 5 month or a year. And they just want to shift their focus on some else goal. But setting a long term goals and working every day for it, that makes your life better, I guess. And if you've done that, like I always talk about the muscle memory, muscle memory of your brain, muscle memory of your physical fitness. Like if you want to run a marathon, like if you want to run a 41 kilometer marathon, you need to train your muscles. And that muscle, if you run a 41 kilometer marathon, your muscle got to know that you can run 41 kilometer. Same thing happen with your brain muscle. If you try to achieve your long term, you can you can just you can just use that power of achieving long term goal. You can use that power in each field. And that's the beauty of life. You can have a patience and achieve your goal and apply the same strategy, same system in each field. And that's the actually secret of my success in every field.
Yeah, that was it. Another powerful insight. Yeah, it's very common that when people at the initial phase they venture into doing something, for example, business, with a lot of hope, right, making it very success. But then as they go on, they encounter different obstacles, and then suddenly they lose all the hopes, all the excitements, and then they fall back to their original position. So, as you said, if we study the common traits of successful people is that they have this relentlessness and persistence to never give up, to have patience, and to have laser like focus to achieve something.
Yes,
So that was really powerful
yes,
insight, and maybe because of this, you could conquer the Mount Everest.
Yes.
So yeah, while climbing the Mount Everest, obviously you must have gone through a lot of struggles and hardships. And I just happened to watch a movie about Mount Everest, the Thin Air. There, the climbers they
Okay.
encounters different disasters, right? The altitude sickness, then the lack of oxygen, and avalanche, and there are a lot of things going on. So please take us through that. I also read that above 800-meter, it's called dead zone, where you completely run out of
Exactly.
oxygen. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I'd like
So
to
it
know
is a
about the
3 months climb
obstacles that you
around
face.
Yes, yes, yes. So this climb is around 60, 70, or 75 days. Like depending on each climber, they need a specific time for getting acclimatization for specific height. So everyone will go with go with a high altitude that involve a lot of headache and dizziness and weakness. So I have gone through
Mhm,
all the this stuff, and even mentally, like if you are like going in a dead zone with supplementary oxygen,
mhm,
you have to keep your patience and keep your mental power with you, because this is not only about your physical power. That I always say,
mhm,
60-40 formula will be there. 60% is physical fitness and 40% your mental fitness. If
mhm.
you are not mentally fit, you cannot climb any mountain. I'm not talking about only Mount Everest, but I'm talking about
Yeah.
every mountain in your personal life and professional life. So you need to have
Mhm,
a 40% mental fitness and 60% your physical fitness. And
mhm,
I have gone through all the this difficulty, all the difficult tasks. Like we start from 17,500 feet and then reach 29,035 feet. In this
mhm,
height, there are like 4 camps, like camp 1, camp 2, camp 3, and camp
mhm,
4. From camp throne, it is called a death zone, and human can
mhm.
barely survive there. But have to use a supplementary oxygen on after the death zone. And yes,
Mhm.
on 19 May 2020, sorry, 2012, I was on a top of the mountain. But these all pain, these all
Mm.
difficulty, these all setback, give me a pain of worst pain in my life. I have seen a heavenly beautiful climate out there.
Well, yeah. Um, yeah, that obviously, if you want to achieve something great in life, we have to go through pain, struggles, and hardships. And once you reach that summit or achieve the success, then all your pains and struggles will be worth of bearing it. So, as you said, you slightly touched upon your family background. You said you belong to humble family, and you had a stuttering problem. You got bullied in your schooling days. So I just want to link your Mount Everest dream with that. So in terms of financial, because to climb the Mount Everest, it will cost you anywhere between $25,000 to $40,000, which is like 3 to 4 millions. So you, from being a humble family background, how did you mobilize the funds to venture into it?
Okay. That is actually that need a bigger explanation, because I have gone through, like, I didn't climb the Mount Everest initially. I climbed Mount Everest before the expedition by collecting all the money, because it is for me it was around 40,000 USD. And
Mhm,
I was I was meeting a lot of people, a lot of politicians, a lot of businessmen for sponsorship. But people insulted me,
mhm,
like as you know, like no one can praise you, or no one knows about you if you are not successful and
mhm.
you are struggling. So
Exactly.
it was shame for me,
Mhm,
like no one would entertain me in that time. I run behind the people. I ran behind the people around 10 months to a year, and in 2010 and 11. And at last I didn't have any money in my hand. Just I spent a lot of money traveling here and there, and I end up being a lot of insulted in my pocket, insults in my pocket. But that gives
Mhm.
me strength to achieve my goals. I always say that if I wouldn't gone through a lot of insult, I wouldn't have climbed Mount Everest, because that insult, that no gives me more strength to climb highest peak of my life. So after that, my family, like my sisters, my family, they got a personal loan. Everyone in my family, they got a personal loan. You know my dad got a loan from a bank and from other people, and we managed to collect around 10,000 USD somehow. And one of
Mhm.
company, they gave me chance to join expedition, and remaining amount
Mhm.
I could return them after the expedition. So in that way,
Mhm.
I joined that expedition. I become a successful, and after the success, I got little money from various NGOs,
Mhm.
various politicians, various businessmen,
Mhm.
and I can repay my loan.
Mhm.
I did.
Okay, so you were very lucky to have very supportive parents. Most of With most of the ambitious and very the person who wants to do big things in life, what happens is they don't get support from their parents. Yeah, but then in your case, your father went to the extent of availing the loan. Your sister, your mother, everybody were, all of them were involved in it to make your dream achieve. I mean, to make your dream reality. So that was really interesting story. So now I think we have talked enough of your Mount Everest climb, and people must have learned a lot. So, like two, three important advice that you would give to the aspiring Mount Everest climber. For example, if I want to climb the Mount Everest, what would be two or three, four things you would suggest? And if I'm not wrong, I think
Okay.
you have a company where you train those aspiring individuals to climb the
Yes,
mountain.
yes, yes. Yes, my company name is 360 Explorer. You can search it on a Google. And yes, I would like to give advice: never give up. That is the biggest strength in your. Uh, it's not about a
Beautiful,
climbing
beautiful.
Mount
Yeah.
Everest. So never give up, and don't try to run fast. But keep a patience. You will get everything automatically. And third suggestion I would like to give is, never ever give up on your dreams. And that's what I wanna give advice to everyone.
Yeah, ultimately, you should have never give up attitude. You have to achieve, then there will be ways to achieve it to reach your goal. That was a beautiful statement. And now, since you are also a motivational speaker and going by your achievements, you deserve to be one of the individuals who can aspire millions of people all across the world. So I would like to briefly try to help uh, uh, my viewers to get some motivation, a dose of motivation from you by asking few questions. So the first question I would like to ask you is, you have achieved so many things in life. Sometimes I wish I was you, you know, from climbing mountains to setting records after records to writing 5 books, award-winning books, and you doing business coach. And there are a lot of lists, if I am to say. So tell us some secrets of your success, like, and you could also slightly touch upon your failures, your greatest failures. Obviously, you must have come across the failures as well. But what normally people forget is they just look the success and they forget about the failures, the pain, the sufferings they went through. So as you explain us some secrets of your success, do let us know the failures and also how did you overcome all those failures.
Okay. My biggest failure was initially when I was a child. My biggest failure was having a problem with my speaking. I had a speaking disorder, and I always get insulted in my family and in my circle. So I recently, like 5 to 6 years ago, I tried to overcome on it, and I practice a lot. I practice a tongue twister, and I got over my speaking disorder. So it was my biggest failure, I consider. Wasn't God gifted. I had a lot of difficulty with my speaking ability and my studies too. I was so dumb at school. I didn't do study well, and I failed. And my father who told me to leave the school and join them for mechanic work. But my mother who supported me for my education.
Uh-huh. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mm. Wow. Hello. Hello, Mr. Anand. Are you there? I think we are losing your connection. What's wrong? Again, I have to. Sorry, guys, we lost the connection with Mr. Anand. I guess he's having some network problem. Okay, he's back finally. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I can hear now.
yes, please continue. Yeah, please continue. Sorry, we miss
Okay,
most of
so
your
my biggest
points
failure was
regarding being. Okay. Yeah, please continue.
okay. So my biggest failure was having difficulty with my speech and failing in ninth standard. So I standard because I was
Okay.
so weak at my studies, and my father did say that I wouldn't do much in my education field. So
Mm-hmm.
he asked me after failing ninth standard. He asked me to leave the school and come join him with his work, mechanic work. But my
Mm-hmm.
mother, who supported me for getting an education,
Okay.
and because of her, I am doing a good. I have done a
Mhm. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Have ability to convert your
Mhm.
biggest. You are not a, you are like a superhuman, that always I
Uh-huh.
believe that. And you need to have a attitude of connecting the dots. You have to connect your failure
Mhm.
dot to your success dot, and that's the beauty of life.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. By looking at you right now, the way you are speaking, many would not believe that you had stuttering problem during your childhood days, and the person who failed in ninth grade is now doing PhD. So I think by looking at you, the
Yes.
people will really get motivated to do something big in their life. Normally what happens with us is that if we fail in one area, for example, I'm a handicapped, I cannot move around like other fellow mates, and I get dearth of many facilities to enjoy in my life. I can't play football, I can't go walk around, and so people, they feel hopeless, they give up easily, and they resort to their fate. So, but in your case, like, you have overcome it, and see now where you are. Like, you are giving motivational speeches and inspiring thousands of people from all around the world. Now you are doing PhD. So that is quite inspiring.
Yes.
That's quite inspiring. Um, now,
Yes.
no matter how successful you are, we have that emotion with us. So I'm sure you must also experience you must be also experience hopelessness at times, right? No matter how success you have achieved in your life, at times you feel very hopeless. You feel giving up, right? So during that kind of situation, how do you overcome hopelessness in your life?
See, the hopelessness or giving up is a small thought, like everyone. Even right now, I in some specific area of my life. To be honest, I never wanna share the people that you need to have a positive attitude all the time. You need to have focus on a bigger goal. No, this is not a this is not a. We are a human. Have up and downs of. Sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel demotivated, sometimes we feel down,
Yeah.
we sometimes we feel up. So we have
Mhm.
we we all human made up of all the mixture of emotions, but it is like on which emotion you focus the most. Even still I feel a hopelessness, even still I feel a sad, even still I feel like I should give up. I can't do something about my business, I can't see do something about that specific thing. But I need to have a bigger voice of my positive attitude than my negative attitude. I
Mhm.
need to have a bigger shout of my
Mhm.
positive mindset than my hopelessness. So
Uh-huh.
it doesn't come in a if you take a now that I need to it need a practice. You need to practice from your inside, to avoid that negative voice, to avoid that hopelessness, and get
Uh-huh.
your positive attitude. It will take at least like a 6 month, 1 year year, 2 year, maybe 10 years, because
Mhm.
we need to struggle with our emotions and we need to get out of all the negative emotion to get a positive attitude all the time. It
Mhm.
need a practice. It need a
Mhm.
practice. And with the all the inner work, you can achieve that thing.
Mhm. Yeah, it's something to do with our like it's a mental thing. Like we have to control our mind, tame our mind, and we can subsequently tame our emotion. We can take control of our emotion as well. So obviously, you being mountaineer and having gone through a lot of meditation courses, it would be very much easier for you to control your emotion. But for people like us, it is very difficult. Sometimes we feel like giving up and just continue with the normal life, like everybody wish to do so. Okay, then I have another question for you, and that is like dream without goal is just a dream, right? We cannot achieve it. So when you set a dream, uh, how do you set it? Like sometimes what happens is people when they do venture into some businesses, they like set a big dream, like I want to have turnover of 1 crore in a year, or I want to achieve this much, and they start the job, they start the work, but in the due course of time, they cannot achieve their dream, and as a result, they feel hopeless and they feel like giving up. So somewhere I read that while setting dream, also we have to be very realistic, we have to be pragmatic, and also develop like daily goals, weekly, monthly, yearly goals, kind of thing. So how do you do that while setting goals? How do you set goals?
Okay, like one should feel that it is totally wrong or something like that, but it's not bad to set a unrealistic goal, because if you see around, like everything in the world, like it is a made of one's unrealistic goal, because
Uh-huh.
Wright brothers, they set a goal to fly in the sky. That was
Exactly.
unrealistic in 90s or
Mhm.
80s, but
Mhm.
they tried and to achieve the goal of flying in the sky.
Mhm.
So that was unrealistic before, but today it is we can fly in an airplane.
Mhm.
And even this, you are
Uh-huh.
like living in a Bhutan, I'm living here in India, and talking to each other, like talking with the people, like
Mhm.
25, 30 years ago, it was an unrealistic goal, but one have worked a lot on it, and it become reality now, right now. So it's good to have unrealistic goal, but you need to have a proper plan. If you do not have a proper plan for your unrealistic goal, if you do not work hard for that unrealistic goal, you're gonna fail, because a lot of people, they do one thing, that they set an unrealistic goal, and within like a 3 month, 5 months, 6 months, a year, they do not have a specific plan, and then they give up on their dream. But as per as per my opinion, set an unrealistic goal first, and make a part of it. And for that specific part, set a smart goal. That should be a part of that goal, should be a realistic. Like if I want to lose, like let's say I have maybe 100 kilo weight and kg weight. So that's unrealistic right now. But if I set
Mhm.
goal and set a deadline within next 2 years, I have to lose my 40 kg weight, then
Uh-huh.
I have to again set a realistic goal on it, like a 1
Mhm.
kg 1 kg per week. So 1 kg
Mhm.
per week is a realistic goal. Then doing a hard work and doing
Mhm.
a plan for losing a 1 kg per week, that's a realistic, and you can
Mhm.
achieve that easily. So if you have an unrealistic goal, you have to work on it every day. You need to have a plan, like a
Mhm.
daily plan, weekly plan, monthly plan, yearly, and then you can have you can achieve a realistic goal. Opinion
Mhm.
about the goal and goal setting.
Yeah, I will take my words about that setting unrealistic goal. So You beautifully explained about how you can freely set the goals. Like you can set the wildest of goals you can ever. But then uh, the bottom line is that we should have proper planning. We should have like daily,
Exactly,
weekly, monthly
exactly.
goals that will take you to achieve that unrealistic goal. That was really powerful statement. I really loved it. Now, since we are coming to end, like we are running out of our time, we are supposed to talk for 1 hour. But even if you go like 5 minutes beyond, I think it will be um, very like helpful for all of us. So you, besides your daily walks, all the walks that you shared with us, you are also a very strong believer in social changes, and you have been UN advocate, and you have been fighting and creating awareness for gender equality and sustainable development goals. And recently, if I'm not mistaken, your teammate climbed the highest mountain in South Africa, and another team they
Yes.
set a record by hosting 73 feet in the Indian national flag.
Long time.
So yeah. So tell us some of your social works that you are interested. And when you said climb the mountains, you just don't climb there to set records, but then you climb there with the purpose of doing social work.
Exactly,
So
exactly,
please,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we always need to believe that payback to society. This payback to society have a two benefit. I always believe that law of abundance. Abundance means there are a lot of things out there. There are abundance of things out there that one should have everything, and other people they also have everything. So if we try to give to society, if we try to work for society, that return back to us with a bigger power. That always I always believe on that. And I have been working with UN since 2014. I was the advocate of gender equality. I worked for a he for she campaign in 2014, and I always support gender equality through my adventure tourism. Even my company, which support sustainable development goals through various expedition. Because if one have his personal goal or personal achievement, but still if we try to do something for a society, for people around him, he's making a difference. If I'm speaking about something, I'm still making a difference. If you are like, if you can change a one person, a perception of one person, and that makes a bigger difference in the world. Because I always believe that the butterfly effect of the world, if you try to do just small little thing for the world, that gives you bigger impact of in another side of the world. So that's the beauty of doing social work. And that's what I am doing right now with my foundation, 360 Phoenix Foundation, and 360 Explorer, my company. I always supporting tribal youth and girls and women empowerment through adventure tourism.
That was really nice talk. I mean, we can achieve a lot of things, like we can be billionaire, we can have a lot of money, wealth, property, but if we don't make good use of it, then it doesn't serve the purpose. So as you rightly mentioned, that even if we can't do at the greater level, we can do within our capacities, right, to bring differences in the communities. Like you said, a mighty drop of water can make a drop of water can make a mighty ocean, similar kind of thing. So
Yes.
that was really
Yes.
nice. Being myself social work, I can feel what you are trying to say. So, I would like to ask another question that is, maybe it will help you set another record. I don't know, but recently I read in, you must have also read it on BBC, that Mount Everest is climbing by annually about 86 centimeter, like about 1 meter annually. So the people who have set record before, I think they need to set record again. So, do you have any plan to climb Mount Everest again?
I do have plan, but right now I'm totally about the coach mindset because I'm helping people to reach a certain height. Reach that peak. Because if I like a lot of people, they achieve something and then they sit on that chair of that achievement, and that never share that chair with anyone. So they whole life they just end up being on that chair, and that never achieve another chair and another chair and another height. So I'm more about giving to the people, giving chair to other people, and being free to me. Because I believe that if I want to fly high, I need to leave the thing that weigh me down, and that achievement, that that hunger of achieving one thing many times, that hungers sometimes push me down. So I'm not being hungry to reach again that goal. But if if time and if situation permit, I would really want to go again with my team to support a people, support a kids to reach a certain height, or maybe on top of the world. So that's what I feel right now. I do not have a specific plan, but I will definitely go there if someone needs me, someone need my support to reach on a Mount Everest.
Wow, that was a really really powerful statement. Like you said, if just for setting records, you won't be going there. But if it is for a cause and it will help to bring differences in the communities or the world as a whole, you are ready to go all above and beyond to achieve that. Wow, that is really really powerful point. Now,
Exactly.
as we are nearing to our conclusion of the show, so I would like to ask you, since like you have a beautiful family, um, with one beautiful child and another on the way, right? So are you planning to risk your life yet again to climb unclimbed mountains? There are many unclimbed mountains, right? To cite one example is K2 mountain in Pakistan, which has got high fatality rate also. So, are you planning to do all this stuff, given the fact that you have family now?
Yeah, like sometimes if I want to do extreme adventure, I have to think about my family. Because at my age I would more prefer to think about my family. But early in the days, if you ask me, when I was like a 15 years old, 18 years old, I would say that I can die for climb any mountain. But uh, yeah, that was my age actually. But today I would prefer to get a calculated risk. Because uh, I think that it is not only about the personal achievement that I have climbed this extreme mountain, or dead zone mountain, or maybe deadly mountain. It's not about only a personal glorification. It is about like what you want to give to others with that calculated risk. Like with that calculated risk, even I can with that effort I can inspire like a millions of people around the world to reach their height, and make their family, make their society beautiful. So I do have plan to go on an extreme adventure. But if there is another option, and that option is making life, making beautiful environment for the other people, I would prefer to live for the other people, not for my extreme hunger of adventure, you know. So that's what I want to say.
Yeah. So as you said, you will be taking calculated risks. Like, yeah, that's the art of smart people. Uh, so in the name of taking risks, people they don't study about it and directly jumped into it, and they drown in it. In fact, so like taking calculated risks is very important to have success in life, as you said. So now, what can we expect? another record? Like, what kind of record should we expect from you? Like, you can share about your future plans if you are uh, comfortable with it.
Yeah, yeah. I always comfortable sharing my goal because I always ask people to share their goal publicly. Because if you have a confidence to share your goal publicly, you can achieve it easily. And if you're not working for your specific goal, people will come to you and they ask to you that work on your goal because you said it, that's your goal, and you are doing totally different. So I always ask people to share your goal with the positive people, and I feel that the Bhutan is one of the positive nation in the world, and they always support each other. So my goal is for my life to expand my company
Mhm,
and influence a lot of people. I want to become an influencer
mhm,
and motivate a lot of people. First thing, and second thing, I have a lot of personal goals,
mhm,
a lot of personal goals. It may be being on a Time magazine and being in a Forbes magazine and a lot of such kind of stuff.
mhm,
But still, as I said, that I really want to make a difference in life. That's why I got connected with the United Nations, and as we listen a song of one song, there is a one song we listened in Sri Lanka when we were there. Uh,
mhm.
I'm here song. Do you know that song?
Um, yeah, on the screen, right?
Yeah, on the screen, on the bigger screen.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love this
yeah, yeah.
song.
I
Whenever I
remember
listen
that.
that song, I feel that giving everything to the world, whatever I have, and that's why I started working socially with my company, and I'm making a difference of people's lives. So that's what I want. I want to influence people. I want to influence more. I want to support more people. I want to transform more people. I want to push people to their limit, to dream big, to achieve more. So that's that's a that's a you know that's a bigger goal of my.
Hello. Okay. I
Yes,
lost
yes,
your
yes, I can
connection
hear
in
you.
between. Sorry. So yeah, um,
Mhm.
by listening to your talk, I can garner that your the whatever goals that you will be having or you have, it all surrounds it all it's something to do with making positive changes in the community. It's something to do with being selfless. So I wish you, I along with my other viewers wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and I hope to see you in Bhutan as well, so that I can join you
Yes, soon,
for
soon.
the mountain climb, with the cause, with the purpose. So there are,
Yes.
of course, it will be very easy for you to climb mountains of Bhutan because um, there it's not like climbing Mount Everest. So I will definitely join with you if you come to Bhutan. So at the end, we were supposed to have few questions from the viewers. It seems like there are no questions, but there is one question asked by Tshering Sherpa. She wants to know what kind of feelings you had while you were up on the highest mountain. So actually you explained about it before. So if you would like to explain again,
Go backward sharing. You just go backward and watch this video from
yeah.
beginning. You will get all the answer.
Okay.
Even
Yeah. Yes,
even
exactly.
that's the beauty of climbing a mountain. Actually, you are living
Uh,
in an age of a mixed feeling of everything, and yeah, you will get to know this video from beginning.
okay, sure. So Sring Chotin Sherpa should watch the movie from beginning and you'll get your answer there. Okay, then we are coming to the end of this program. From setting records after records to impacting millions through your literature and social and mentorship program, you are living an exemplary life. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Like me, I'm sure our viewers are highly motivated to aspire and dream big in life. to not fear of failing and taking risks, and convinced that we are the creator of our fate. There's
Exactly.
Because we most of us believe that we cannot create our fate. It has been already created by the God, so we have to tune according to it, which is totally wrong. And you also express about it, saying that we need to work hard. It all boils down to being hopeful, not giving up, being relentless, focused, having proper plan. So all those things will lead to creation of your fate. And all we need to take is action driven by goals, and, as I said, relentless efforts. So we will end this session. And if I have missed out something, you may take few minutes to say. If not, I will end this program here. So thank you so much, Mr. Anand Bensot. You gave us very wonderful time. I know time is very precious for you because you are such a busy person. But despite that, you made it to here and uh, inspired us to the whole other level.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, and love you, Bhutan. I wish I would have visited there before, but every year I try to come to Bhutan. I miss the chance, but definitely after this lockdown, after this Corona, I will definitely visit a Bhutan and give one-to-one interview to you, and
Yeah.
visit a beautiful people around there. Definitely, just be happy as you are all the time, and never set a small goal. That's I say to everyone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll definitely would love to host you in Bhutan someday, and create an environment where you can give motivational speeches to the youth of Bhutan. Okay, thank
Yes,
you. Bye.
definitely.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. Okay, those viewers who stayed with us throughout the session, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for supporting us. And I will be with yet another interesting person who is from India. He's also from India, so he'll be taking us through intellectual property. So if you are interested, if you are a businessman, if you are an aspiring entrepreneurs, you may join us in another episode to learn about intellectual property. Thank you. See you next time.